Welcome to a new adventure on the Hypermine Vanilla 1.9 server. Hello and welcome to another episode. The sun is coming up on a beautiful new day in our spawn community village type place. Our town centre, as it were, at the moment is all around me here, along with a huge ocean view. And a little sign here that says Nemsun's Lighthouse. Not giving the game away too much. Spoilers. Yeah. There's been a lot of activity on here over the last day. We've been busy, to say the least. People have been building structures and getting farms sorted and getting things ready. There's even been a nether portal and everything. I haven't done quite so much. I've claimed this little area, and I've done that, and that's about it, really. I did a little bit of just making sure I'd got the basic tools and bread to eat and all that kind of stuff. I got myself a little wheat farm down here. Yep, just a little tiny wheat farm, that's all it is. And there's much bigger wheat farms that I started out eating from. There's a wheat farm over there, there's a wheat farm over there, and there's a cow farm and a sheep farm over there as well. But anyway, oh yeah, the tree farm right next door. But anyway, I've claimed this area in the name of Nemsun in order to claim this spawn plot. Now, Benito has built a house over there, and he's also done all this work on the docks around this area. So people can park their boats and leave their boats and all that kind of stuff, and there's always a boat available for people to head back over to spawn, which is some distance over that way. I think we're on around about 600 coordinates. Yeah, about 630 away from spawn in a general easterly direction. Yeah, because the sun's rising in the east. So from spawn east, 630. That's where we are. That's what we're doing. But what am I going to do with this plot? Well, you've already seen the spoiler. A lighthouse. I figured that this little rise here was going to be an ideal spot for a lighthouse to guide friendly ships into the harbour and avoid the craggy, rocky area or the outcroppings that side, and maybe that side. The ships steer straight towards the lighthouse and then they can see where they're going. And it should be awesome. Also, I just fancied building something at spawn that was going to be kind of on theme with what everyone seems to be going for. We're going through this harbour, and Benito has done his best to fit in with this little seaside shack. I think that's what he called it, a seaside shack. Looks very nice. I like that he's got his own perfect banner now as well. I've got a banner design, but I haven't got the materials to make it quite now. Benito's seaside shack. There we go, it's the seaside. This is the seasidey bit. I don't know, but we've had lots of talk about doing all sorts of on the water and canals and all sorts of things around the place. But that doesn't seem to have happened. People don't seem to have done that. It seems to be just developing wherever, whenever, however you can. I mean, we've got a lovely great big a lovely great big stone house. It's just literally empty of stuff. There's a community mine type thing. There's a community smelting area, and there's some community beds, which I've already reset my spawn in, and Scotty's claimed one of the beds as his. I guess that's where he's logging in and out, around there, using this as his house at spawn for now. I haven't really been mining, although I do have picks. I've still got my first wooden pick, really. Still got my first wooden pick, and that's fine. Enchanting table set up already as well. Someone's got an enchanting table done. Yeah, nether portal. There's been lots done. I'm not planning on going mining on camera, and I didn't want to do all the basic things on camera. So here am I, having a look at my starting plot and figuring out what I want to do with it. My first choice was to take a load of stone, so I cooked up all the cobble I've been digging up. I actually filtered out this area. I've already hacked a layer or two off it to bring it down onto the same level as the tree farm flat, which is kind of the level there. The stairs go up to this level, and on this level I've kept the same sort of feel here. So one of the things that I want to do is get this side next to where Benito has carefully done the harbour bay to look like it is actually the side of my property. So he's got stone bricks going up here and to this point, and I realise that I'm not using stone bricks here, but I want to fill in and sort out and build it up slightly so that the cliff face around here isn't sand on the cliff face, that it's actually more like the cliff face over there. There is a small disadvantage that there's a little cave right here, but that cave has already been explored and cleared out. I went down there earlier to check and got what was left of the coal resources and blocked off a few bits and pieces. So now I'm going to sort of start picking out the side walling and try and get it so that the whole plot, at least on like this side, from about here, I guess. So let's just mark that up while I'm here. From about here, I think I'll go down a little ways because the stairs go up. So I'll go down a little ways to an entrancey type place so that people can walk up from the entrance, walk up and into the house. And the house then is a bit more square, so I need kind of this, and then yeah, build the house on top of here, and this would be like the wall. So I've got a little bit of prep work to do around here just to tidy this bit up until this kind of point, I suppose. So yeah, I get rid of this sand and make it feel a bit more cliffy, maybe like just taking out the odd block of dirt just to stack it up a little bit, just to make it a little bit more of a cliffside residence rather than anything else. Like throw a few more blocks on there like that. Just building it up to make it look good for around this area, and like can block that off now because nobody's really going to go down there again. So we'll just block it off. Really, there we go. I'll do. So kind of just doing little bits and pieces like this to start off with and discovering the shapes that I want to use. Now, I've got a lot of beach side around here and I don't particularly want the full-on beach, so I'm probably going to reduce that down a fair ways. So maybe up to the edge of the pier, I'll reduce the sand down here and use that for glass later on. But I want to kind of make it cliff up a little bit. So I'm going to build the cliffs up. So maybe around here would be a good place to start. I want a large footprint for my actual tower that's going to be the lighthouse. So I need to start figuring out where that's going to fit in keeping with this. Maybe I should do that first from this sort of height and set the foundations for the lighthouse in this area here. And then set the foundations for the house over there. Once I've got the foundations and everything set up, then I can do myself a little bit of a garden set up so that I can grow all my own crops and all that kind of stuff. Set myself entrance there and maybe an entrance over that side as well. So there's two ways to get into the property. And then start digging down into the ground foundations and go mining and get some more materials. All the time, I think I will be digging down to get materials. That's one thing for sure. So I'm going to cut back when I've got some more progress done, at least most of the foundations, I guess. Alrighty, well, I started working on overall. Started working on this cliff face. I've tidied up the cliff face a bit, and I've started working on what I want to do around the edge there. Little stairs coming up down the side of the property and all that. But I figured I really needed to get the upper level of the foundation sorted out. Vudo double fishing, I think he's double fishing. Yeah, I have tried putting things into my other hand. I've been using things like torches and stuff, but I keep running out of anything I put in there. So I know it's there, you don't need to tell me. Right, I'm doing a circular foundation of stone. I want the rock face to look like kind of cliff facey, right? So At the top, this is the height of the... This is the height that I would like the base of the lighthouse to be, and then cliffs below. So I'm kind of doing a circle here, and I'm going to go with a 7 on each side, so that I've got plenty of room to build the actual lighthouse on the middle bit. But I don't want to build the lighthouse on the middle bit, and I don't want to fill in the middle bit. I want to go down. So I want a place where I can just dig. And so the lighthouse will end up being higher. Yes. So, for a start, I'm going to do it this way. And I think I know what I'm doing. And I hope I know what I'm doing to get a decent circle out of it. 7, 3, 2, 2. I'm counting these as 2s because I'm doing double blocks, because I want some grass on the inside of the rock face. Okay, just a little bit, little bit. So yeah, 7, 3, 2, 2. I think I need another 2. Yeah. And then down this way, 1, 2 should be the same as that then, and then this should come across 1, 2, 3, 4, and hit here. Seems about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Okay. We're good. It's working. It's working. Now, my center point is going to be off slightly because of the way I'm doing it here, but I wanted it to go out a little bit further that way. This is kind of platforming. So, yeah, we should be okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'll work across. Okay, so I've got this covered now. I should be able to do this in short time, and then I can build up to it, and I want to modify the terrain around here up to the base of the tower, and also flatten an area off for a house next to the tower. This is where the house is going to be, on this rise here. So I need to get all that sorted out as fast as I possibly can, but you can see what I'm doing design-wise, and then I'm going to have a cliff face. So yeah, I'll be back when I've got some more building done. I have to keep getting more cobble, and I need the digging, really, so that I can get the materials to build the thing in the first place. Alrighty, well, I've been busy building things up and setting things out. I was kind of starting to hill this section off, and I'm changing my mind. I've got another idea, which is good because I haven't really done too much at the minute to work it all out. This area just needs flattening, and then some sort of cliff face put in at the end there. So I've just got filling in to do and put dirt over the top. Good time for the Hypermine weather report. It's raining on the Hypermine server. Yeah. Me and One Wolf were around last night, between clips, should I say, and One Wolf started building something massive over there. Wow, massive. He's building something huge. You need to go and check out his first videos to go and see what he's doing. Me, on the other hand, I'm using a technique here, but I don't know if it's going to work. And now it's raining. Meh. We're going to do it anyway. Alright, so I made the dirt ring. That was the first thing I did to make this a circle. And then I left it so that it was connected to the grass. So put grass up here. So now I've got a grass circle, right? The outside, I've done stone. I've done a stone on the outside to start tapering it off to make it look a bit hilly and rocky around it. And on the inside, I've put a stone circle, and that's basically the foundation block for the lighthouse. But the lighthouse is a build for a different day, a different episode. I'm not getting into the lighthouse build just yet. They've just made the foundations for it. So this is the starting point, the foundations. And I've got myself a basement area inside the foundations, which currently houses my front door and keeps me safe and gives me all my access to stuff. And as I'm digging down for more resources, I'm making floors going down as well, which I will use in the later builds. From here, though, I was intending on having it drop off bit by bit, so going down stage by stage, going down. But I realised then that I've got lighting issues. Mobs could spawn on these flatter areas lower down if I don't include lighting. So the other opportunity is to take it out a fair ways now and then bring the cliffside in instead. So, for instance, let's say that we have the cliff overhanging rather than underhanging. That doesn't work, does it? Overhanging rather than stepping up. Yeah, so there's a step up for a hill. That's okay, that's good, but I don't want to use that because then I've got to light the area. If I do overhanging cliff face and overhang it higher up as well, then that's even better. Oh, well, we'll do it like this. Yeah, overhanging would be better. In staggered amounts, so it doesn't look too odd. I still want a fairly sheer cliff face, but I don't want mobs spawning on the cliff face and wandering up the stairs. Speaking of stairs, how do I get up to the top here? Well, I was thinking that this side would have potentially some kind of access, but I want to kind of keep that to the bare minimum. So maybe the higher up floor, WB for Benito. The higher floor, maybe walk straight on from the higher floor of the house. But how to get up there if you're a visitor? Well, I started with this idea. You come in from down here on the harbour bay, on the harbour, come in through what will be some sort of ornate stonework, and you're going to have a bit of a cliff here, a bit of a big area here. So you come up the stairs, and around the corner, and then start coming up here. Now there's the latest addition to Minecraft, isn't there, where we can do the blocks with a shovel and turn them into path blocks. So I was thinking of pathing up there, but of course that's not going to look right because I'm going to have dirt here. So I do need to still have a kind of a stepping stone effect going up and through, but I don't know whether to use wood or to use stone at the minute. So I'm going to start by using stone, I think, just to give it a start, and then carry it on like that when we get up there. And I want to kind of wind up and around to the platform here. So I've only got to go up another couple of levels. In fact, that should be a bit lower, really, shouldn't it? Because I don't want it to be that high. I want to have a path at least. So, yeah. We'll have a fairly wide path at this point, and then we'll have it go into an area here, maybe. And then slowly wind its way up. So I'll still have that little pinnacle at the top there, but I'll be able to light it up better. So I'll be able to come up and around like this. And then I can hide some lighting inside here using jack-o'-lanterns. So, for instance, I can take this one out, stick a jack-o'-lantern inside it, and then maybe add a little bit of a bushy work on the side of the cliff here. Just a little bit of something, just to add a bit of feature to the walkway as you're walking up past it. And of course, I've got to do something about kind of a ledge running all the way around, which I think I'll probably do the same as that with some cobblestone wall. Where do I want it to exit? Where do I want it to get to? So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 levels, which a steady incline of 3 levels with another couple of stairs should be fine. But if we look around this side, we've got kind of a sheer drop here. I don't want to bring this out any further than necessary. I mean, bringing it out because of these walls, I might bring it out just to, like, be able to wall around a little bit, just so the wall can come around, and so there's this overhang here. But on this side, I think I can come out slightly more, so maybe I bring it up into a... I'm down. Bring it up into a central location, and if I'm doing a 3 wide path all the way around, because 3 wide just seems to feel like it's big enough. If I'm doing a 3 wide path all the way around, then that would be about here. like I saw. Yeah. And then I could potentially also throw in a jack-o'-lantern to light this upper area like that. And give it a little bit of a bright light, so I don't need that anymore. So I'm going to figure out this path going down and let the grass grow on it so I can turn it into the new 1.9 path block. And I'll be back when I'm done. Well, now we have a much bigger overhang to contend with, which is good. I would like it to come down and curve in, and I may do some kind of cave, maybe a little cave just around the valley here, just around the corner, maybe a little cave entrance here, so I can have maybe an entrance in to my area here, an entrance into my basement through the cave. That might be cool. Have a little cave entrance. Yeah, that could work. Might be able to do that. About here. Something like that. Not that bit, though. Yeah, something like that. Have a little cave entrance in here so that I can get in and out to a little fishing dock and just do a little bit of fishing out the side here. Everyone seems to be doing fishing to get the easy food, as it were. There's nothing wrong with it. Wheat just takes so long to grow, and nights when it's raining, and it's always raining on the Hypermine server, it's good to do a bit of fishing, and so people have been doing a lot of that recently. But the overhang, I've got to sculpt it all and do the cave, but that'll be another episode now. This way, right, I've still got a fair bit of crafting and terrain fixing around here. I might have a little bit of a path that comes round and down onto the seashore, onto the beach, because this is going to be the rock face around here somewhere. But I'm going to stagger the rock face down like this to make the cliffs. That's the idea. I'm slowly but surely filling in stuff as well that's not needed anymore, where I've taken the sand that I needed out for there and doing that. But anyway, let's have a look up. I've got these little craggy bits just holding up the wall, just to make it so it's not all just plain. Little plots here where I can put a little bit of a bush or something, a little bit of a pretend tree, just a little bushiness here and there, just to add a little flavour to the place and make the place look better. Maybe take that off and put a little bushy on there. A little bushy. There we go. Just a touch of bush, just a touch of the bush. There we go. And I've got some more just hanging around here, so we've got kind of maybe make that drape over a little bit more, I don't know, but still that's kind of the entrance way. Then I've got the pathway running up. Still got to set all this out for the house. I'm kind of figuring out how I want the basement of the house to run into the basement of the lighthouse, so it all becomes connected. And I also want my crop gardens to be, well, kind of up here, I guess, kind of on this level, so I'll do some waterworks and stuff like that. But anyway, today's episode was all about these foundations, so I've got this running up. I've let the grass grow so that I can change it to path. Got a little balcony area here for a few little plants and stuff, maybe some of those bigger bushes, and a little place just to come and look out over the town as it starts developing. Just a little balcony area. A little bit further up, we've got all these little crags and nooks and things, just to break it up so it doesn't all look the same. Just little pieces of cobblestone just thrown in, just to break it all up nicely, and the occasional bit of foliage growing out of a little tree, little trees, fences and tree bushes. I use this design to have the walls going into something instead of just all the way around, like Benito's done down there with the wood. It just needs something to anchor each end of a wall. A wall on its own doesn't seem to look just right, so we've got it anchored there. Coming up here a little bit more, I'm just waiting for a few more spots of grass to mature there. And then up onto here, I'm waiting for a few more spots of grass to mature this way. And then this will be the pathway's end here. I might go all the way around the outside with path as well. I may do. Or I might leave it to be grass. I don't know. Grass definitely to like the entrance here. The door. Pathway, should I say, to the door. So it goes up and into the lighthouse, which again will be a future project. And then I've just done a little wall around the edge so that we've got access all the way around the lighthouse. Not that people will need access all the way around the lighthouse, because the entrance is just going to be here, and that's just a balcony edge that people can go on if they really want to look out. But inside is going to be more important to me, so I'm just going to go into the front and then upstairs into it, and so on. So all in all, it is starting to make sense and starting to look good. I've got a fair bit of cliff face and all that to do still, but that's all just placing some blocks, and that is all I've got time for today's episode. It's been loads of fun getting started on the 1.9 Hypermine vanilla server. I feel like playing some more. And lots of other people are building stuff and setting up projects all around this town area. How big and how bold we will be this season? Hopefully, equally as big and bold as last season. I'm starting with a big project, and I'm not going to leave it alone until it's done. So, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode of Hypermine, the vanilla server, LSMP.